The king in the north! The king in the north!
Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So, Michigan will play Nebraska this Saturday, 3:30. I believe it's on ABC. Nebraska is 3-6. They've beat Indiana, Rutgers, and North Dakota. So, of course, we all know Scott Frost got fired like 4 or 5 weeks ago, something like that. And Nebraska's just not good, really. They're trying to find themselves, I guess, with losing your coach. But they play hard. I just watched the Nebraska-Minnesota game, and they play hard. So it's not gonna be easy. I guess nothing comes easy, but Michigan's gonna have to, fight for this one, regardless, But the thing about Nebraska, and this is why I had to watch them, because Casey Thompson, the quarterback that transferred in, he's very capable. He's doubtful. He didn't play last week. So the guys that will probably play in this game, Purdy, he played last week most of the game, and then he got pulled in the fourth quarter for Smothers. Now, for me watching that game, Purdy kind of reminded me of JJ a little bit, trying to scramble and do things like that. He's kind of mobile, but he just wasn't that good last week. He was like 6 of 16 for like 40 yards or something. But Smothers came in, and he can move around a little bit, but his arm talent and I guess his understanding of defenses just seemed a little bit better to me. So I would expect Smothers is going to be the starter for this next game, just because he just looked better to me. So that's what I would probably do. He was 5 of 10 for 80 yards. He had a couple drops also, drop passes by his receivers. So from what I saw and just me knowing football, if I'm Nebraska, yeah, I'm going to try to grind this one out with Anthony Grant if possible, which isn't a real good game plan going against Michigan's defense, because Michigan's defense is great at stopping the run, maybe one of the best in the country, not just the Big Ten. So that would be the game plan, because if you don't have Casey Thompson available, you've got 2 young quarterbacks, and you don't want to end up in 3rd and longs and Michigan is pinning their ears back and bringing all these blitzes and all these different disguised coverages, and they're just gonna throw the game away pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So the goal, this is gonna be probably an old school style Big Ten play game, where it's gonna be a lot of runs. It's going to be a lot of runs, at least on Nebraska side, for sure, to try to, keep the down and distance low for these young quarterbacks. Now, will they be able to do that consistently? I highly doubt it. I mean, nobody's been able to run on Michigan, really, so I don't think they will be able to. So that's what I see from them, trying to stay ahead of the downs like everybody else. But for them, I believe it's a must with these young quarterbacks to keep them from throwing the game away. Like Rutgers quarterback last week. Played okay, then second half, he basically gave us the game. Or we took it, however you want to say it. Now, on Michigan's side, we all know that Harbaugh wants to run the ball, but at this point in the season, you want to get JJ and the receivers comfortable. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see them trying to, especially hit the deep ball. And I know people are going to say, well, if you can run it like you can, you don't need the deep ball and all that. It doesn't matter. And this is why. Because you might dial up some plays and get a coverage where you can hit the deep ball. So you want JJ confident. You don't want him, let's say the Ohio State game, thinking about, okay, I don't want to overthrow this. I don't want to underthrow it. You just want him dropping back and slinging it. He's not thinking. He's just throwing the ball. You don't want it. When you start to think playing football, that's when you make mistakes. So that's the goal. The longer he goes without hitting a deep pass, he's going to think about it more. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see them dial up some shots to try to get that monkey off his back of not hitting the deep ball pretty much against anybody with a pulse. And I'm talking about a real deep ball. I'm not talking about a 25-yard pass. I'm talking about 30, 40 yards downfield. So that's what I probably think they're going to do. You're going to see the more pass plays sprinkled in to try to get the receivers and JJ as comfortable as possible getting ready for Ohio State. So that's what I got on this one for the most part. I don't really see how Nebraska will be able to stay in this one. It's just not likely with these young quarterbacks. Now, if Casey Thompson's plays, he gives them a better chance because his arm talent is better and he's been around longer, so he's gonna understand defenses better. But from what it seems like, he's probably not gonna play. That's what it seems like. Now, you never know. But if he's not playing, I don't think they have a chance at all in this one. But if he plays, he gives them a chance because he's talented. But hopefully in this one we do get to see the pass game and see JJ hit that deep pass that he's been wanting to get, and also get these receivers the ball a little bit more. We need everybody confident before this OSU game. Everybody needs to be feeling themselves confident and feeling the best that they felt all season. It's coming. It's right around the corner. So, and that's why I believe last week you saw more passes, because it's important to have the run game feeling itself, the pass game feeling itself, the defense feeling itself, everybody. Jake Moody feeling himself. Like, I'm that dude. We're that dude. We're that team. We're ready for you. That's what it's about. I know people get on here and they, well, if you can run the ball, okay, what if you can't? Now what? The goal is to be prepared for everything. Be prepared for a team to stop your run. Okay, we're going to pass it to open it up for the run. Be prepared for a team to stop your pass. Okay, we're going to open up the pass game with the run game. Complementary football. That's what it's about. Because people seem to think that these other coaches and these other teams, they don't get paid. They get paid too. They know how to coach football too. So you have to be prepared. And that's a big one. Because I don't want to get too off topic, but if Ryan Day loses to us again, he on the hot seat. His seat is hot. It's bubbling. It's percolating. So, but to get back to this Nebraska game, as far as Michigan's defense, I would really like to see them just a complete game of you get nothing. Complete game of it. Like, no big plays on one-on-one coverage, nothing like that. Just a complete game of dominance, of you get nothing for the whole game. Not just the second half, the whole game, you get nothing. That's what I'd like to see, honestly, from them. And they should be able to do it against this team, definitely. So, but this one, get up. And this is the next two games. Even with Illinois, that I ain't even gonna get into that. But at least for this one, get up, get your guys out healthy, and let's get out of here and get ready for Illinois. Health is big right now. We need to be healthy. Everybody that's been starting or that chips in, we want to get them healthy and get out of this game. So when we're going into Ohio State, we got all hands on deck and ready to go. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off on this one. Michigan should take this one with these young quarterbacks. If Casey Thompson plays, he gives them a better chance. But Michigan's defense and Blake and Donovan and JJ, it should just be too much for Nebraska to keep up with. But they defense, they play hard. Their stats don't look good at all, but they play hard. Now, that's only going to get you so far, but it can give you a chance if you get the right breaks. But I just don't see it being enough with the complete team that Michigan is right now with offense, defense, sprinkle in Jake Moody. Should just be too much. But I want to see that goose egg or close to it from the defense. Now maybe a garbage time touchdown, and I also want to see JJ hit that deep ball, get that monkey off your back before Ohio State. Because next week, Illinois' defense, their pass defense is very good. So they might not, you know how Harbaugh is. If he sees a good pass defense, sometimes he say, I ain't even going to try y'all. I'm just going to grind it all the way out and get out of here. But that's next week. I'll dive deeper into Illinois after this week. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. And as always, go blue.
It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan